Here we go again. Per an article in Politico, debt doomsday may come sooner than expected. This is not an article about Greece. This is not an article about Spain. This is an article about the United States. The federal government could hit the debt ceiling sooner than expected, and possibly around the November election, according to a report out Friday. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill had hoped that last summer's deal to end the nasty fight over lifting the debt ceiling would ensure the issue wouldn't surface until at least 2013. But the Bipartisan Policy Center said Friday that the debt limit doomsday could come earlier than that. Analysts from the Bipartisan Policy Center projected that the United States will hit its $16.4 trillion debt ceiling between late November 2012 and early January 2013 due to lower than expected corporate tax revenues and the recent extension of the payroll tax holiday. A number of other factors, such as the ongoing financial crisis in Europe, volatile gas prices, how quickly the U.S. economy continues to grow, could push the debt ceiling deadline forward or backwards, according to the center. When the Budget Control Act of 2011 increased the debt ceiling last August, Congress, the administration, and outside analysts believed that this increase would allow federal borrowing under the limit well into 2013. The center's analysts wrote, "Due to unexpected circumstances, that belief appears increasingly likely to have been misguided." The current debt level is $15.4 trillion, according to the Treasury Department. The center's report echoes a warning from Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner last week when he testified before the Senate Budget Committee that the country would reach the debt limit significantly after the fiscal year ends on September 30th, but before the end of the calendar year. Those estimates will change. It's a long way away, and you know those estimates change a lot, Geithner told senators. But what we do try and do is update those estimates regularly, transparently, and we'll keep doing that as we have in the past. President Barack Obama's fiscal 2013 budget also foreshadows an earlier than expected deadline. As of September 30th, the debt level is expected to hit $16.3339 trillion, running close to the statutory $16.394 trillion limit according to the budget. If the United States maxes out its credit limit before the end of this year, that could set up another messy and acrimonious battle during the lame duck session. Lawmakers already face a dilemma over expiring Bush-era tax rates and a potential fight over preventing the $1.2 trillion in automatic budget cuts that were born out of the Supercommittee's failure last November. Recent analysis from J.P. Morgan also estimated that due to the payroll tax holiday deal, which also included an extension of jobless benefits and a delay in steep pay cuts to doctors who serve Medicare patients, the debt ceiling will be reached in mid-December. But the investment banking firm said that with the various accounting measures, Treasury could delay the absolute deadline until February 2013. Here are the takeaways from this news article. The United States will hit its $16.4 trillion debt ceiling between late November 2012 and early January 2013. The current debt level is $15.4 trillion according to the Treasury Department. Consequently, the U.S. debt is expected to increase approximately $1 trillion in the next 6 to 8 months. The Treasury Department can employ a variety of accounting maneuvers to stall the absolute deadline before the country defaults on the debt. However, the bottom line is that the country is not collecting or generating enough revenues to pay the interest on the money we owe our creditors. This means that the government will be forced soon to make significant cuts to government spending. They will probably print more money, raise the debt ceiling, and increase taxes. However, the debt hole is so deep at this point that none of those things are going to keep the country from experiencing a significant economic slowdown. In fact, all of those things will make the problem worse in the short term. And if our major creditors decide to stop loaning us money, it's game over. The world is at a very volatile place right now. Developed countries are on the brink of collapse, and the threat of war is pervasive. Taken under consideration all that has been said, it is clear to see how a conflict with Iran, who is backed by one of our biggest creditors and the producer of many of our products that we import, and I'm talking about China, places the U.S. in a very precarious predicament. Tensions in the Middle East are increasing every day, especially when you factor in what's going on in Syria. Despite all of the known negative consequences, however, that will result from a conflict in the Middle East region with major superpowers possessing nuclear weapons, but they are on opposing sides, opposing one another, the conflict appears to be inevitable. The ignition of this unavoidable conflict, coupled with a near global economic collapse, will be a springboard and a fast forward to many Bible prophecies. Remember, Jesus said, "When I come, I will come quickly." Thanks for watching. Peace and love.
Jesus died for you.